And so into stage 4. Bamako heading into Burkina Faso and Bobo Dioulasso. Liaison of 69 kilometers, a special under race conditions of 286, followed by 253.
I wasn't so patient, you know. I want to be at the front, so big problem.
You know, in the beginning it was very narrow, but the dust is still unbelievable. I mean, it's not possible to get to the next rider, and you're just sitting in the dust all the time. And now we've come, I think, nearly 120 kilometers on a straight piece, red road. You can see nothing, and it's not worth it to risk the engine all the time, full. And I've just been going at a nice speed, 160 all the way. And we see what happens. We have 85 kilometers to go. And today is also another frustrating day where you can make nothing because it's too fast and too dusty.
Well, if the bikes were fast, the cars were even faster. Once the repairs were made from overnight, it was tough indeed. Plenty of bouncing about yesterday. Today, preparations complete and ready to roll on what was to promise to be an extremely fast stage. Pedal to the metal. It was to be. Well, worries overnight for a few. Bruno Sabi, gearbox trouble. So difficult, he said, we had to wait for assistance. The assistance truck, they only arrived at 5:30 this morning. Got the gearbox in at just in time to make the start, he did. But it's very difficult, he says, very difficult indeed. Well, Sabi not having to push it too hard. Had a good day. The big car, the Ford, making it home in 3rd place today. Straight line speed, absolutely excellent. And that was the order of the day. Keep it straight, keep the throttle wide open, and you'll do all right. And do all right, Jutta Kleinschmidt most certainly did. She won this stage last year. She's done it again, throwing up a whole pile of dust behind her, none in front of her. Well pleased with her day's work, as well she might be. She's had a difficult start to this Dakar. She's 9th overall, but was a winner today. Well, Sousa also in the frame. Sousa 8th place overall, 6th on the day. And as you can hear, pushing as hard as you dare. Jose Maria Servia in the buggy. Well, if this car isn't fast, I don't know what is. Winner last year, of course, on several stages. And of course, his teammate Schlesser, who builds these things, defending champion. Servia today doing the team no end of good, finishing 4th, 7th in the overall rankings. Well, there were problems with crowds encroaching today. Not too many here, but it did get busy online. They had to take it easy through the villages, as always. And the organisers have speed guns. And if you break the designated limit through the villages which are on your road book, you'll be penalised a full 30 minutes. Nobody wants to take that risk, least of all, injure anybody. Well, the Mega has been just that during this Dakar. Stefan Petter-Hansel has a very light machine, 200 kilos lighter than a standard Mitsubishi, and he's one of the favourites. It's got a standard Mitsubishi engine in it and looks very good indeed. Bounces over the bumps, he says. So pleased with the performance. And today, he was only 1 minute and 24 seconds off the winning time of Kleinschmidt. Incidentally, that was 2 hours 20:45. Petter-Hansel looking good. As was this gentleman, Matsuoka. He's climbed to 4th ahead of Petter-Hansel in the overall standings. Today, a measured performance by the Mitsubishi man. Mitsubishi having a mixed day despite the victory of Kleinschmidt. But it was tough out there, overtaking virtually impossible. And defending champion Jean-Louis Schlesser did exactly what was required to stay in touch. Nearly won it indeed. Just 6 seconds down on Kleinschmidt. In fact, so tight was it today that 20 minutes was all it separated the top 20 drivers on this day, stage 4 of Dakar 2000. Bodnay, second overall, just ahead of Schlesser. And mixed fortunes for him, perhaps. Still on the pace, though. It was pedal to the metal. 3 minutes 28 down. But that, on any other day, would have put him in the top 3. He finished well. Well, beautiful scenery, getting more tropical as we moved into Burkina Faso. The greenery there for all to see. A beautiful sight, welcoming indeed, as are the population. Well, Shinazuka won yesterday as leader. He stays top. And what about the new boys? Well, Jerome Riviere in the marathon class. He's going well. And Jackie Hicks also in the frame. Not missing Formula One at all, he says. Ahmed. As always on the Dakar, the finish line more than welcome, and when it's in a city like Bobo-Dioulasso, it's doubly so. They love their motorsport here, often arranging their own rallies themselves. A welcome destination for all concerned. So, stage 4, Bamako to Bobo-Dioulasso finish like this. Kleinschmidt taking the 608-kilometer day. 2 hours 20:45, just 6 seconds ahead of Schlesser. Xavi Servia in there as well. It means Shinazuka stays top. 5 clear of Bodnay minutes, that is. Schlesser still in touch, as is Matsuoka and Peder Hansel. Jutta Kleinschmidt, all smiles. Very fast today, she says. Couldn't overtake any cars, passed a few bikes. She says we started behind Peder Hansel and Prieto today, closed the gap on them. She says, after the days that I've had, everything's changed, and in another couple of days, it'll be different yet again. More navigation. We have to win, she says, stage by stage, to climb those rankings. Thierry Delaverne says it's a hellish rhythm. Every day we put our foot to the floor. Can't control much, he says. You just have to go for it. That's exactly what we did. And he was delighted with his performance.
On prend 10 minutes dans la spéciale, on n'a pas le choix, faut rouler quoi. Faut rouler tous les jours à fond.
in action, as always. Vladimir Cecchini on the Kamaz is the man to watch at the moment. He leads overall. Bedřich Slavonsky today in the Tatra doing his level best to catch up. It's all about Tatra and Kamaz at the top, and you don't want one of these boys bearing down on you. Not even a drop on the windscreen on the water crossings. Climate control on board and plenty of room for the odd soft drink. And so what does stage 5 hold for the field? We're staying in Burkina Faso. We're leaving Bobo Dioulasso, heading for a liaison of 86, a special timed section of 485 kilometers before a final liaison into Ouagadougou. That's the Dakar 2000. It's been a dramatic day. We hope to have your company again tomorrow. We'll see you then.